What's up, guys? Joel VALLIE here from Media Glitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're coming back from a commercial break on TV, thank you so much once again for joining us. And we have a very interesting segment. I got my boy Dylan the Villain here. Dylan, say hello to these lovely people.
Hello, everybody.
And then I got John here because he's pretty. That's basically it. So focus.
That's why we have John here in general.
Just focus. Can you focus?
I'll try.
I mean, when you're sitting next to such
my gaze keeps on trying to avert back this direction,
exactly.
but
keep it here. Keep it here. Okay.
Can't stay concentrated.
Okay, so what do you got for us today?
Well, I was noticing something. I play a lot of games. And,
You do.
And us here at Media Glitch, we all play a lot of games. And I think we can all pretty much agree our least favorite part about playing games is the loading screens.
Yes.
You're going along, you're enjoying the game.
And DLC. Like.
And DLC.
All updates.
And updates. Okay, so there's a list, all right? But somewhere on that list is loading screens, right? Okay, so you're playing the game, you're enjoying it, all of a sudden you hit that buffer, that loading screen, and you're just annoyed because you're not playing the game anymore. You gotta get up, you gotta go get your snacks, you gotta come back.
Just Cause 3. We're looking at you.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
So I just wanted to take a moment and appreciate some developers that did it right, that actually valued your time, wanted you to have something interesting to do while you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs. So let's take a look at my list here. At number 8, let's take a look at Skyrim. What's interesting with Skyrim is that there's all these items, creatures, crazy things in the game that you fight, and they all have these really nice models that you don't really get to appreciate. So when you load into these loading screens, it's got kind of this foggy background. It's got a little tip down in the bottom right corner that tells you exactly what this is about. But you know, when you're fighting this huge, awesome dragon, you don't get to see its beauty up close and personal.
I agree. Keep going, man.
You can actually, with your controller stick, you can actually spin these models around and view them 360 degrees. And we all know the Skyrim loading screens are atrocious.
Especially if you're on the PS3.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. You're going to see this screen more than you'll play the game.
For days. Mm-hmm. So I really do appreciate they take the time to give you some information from the game. We'll jump right into our next one. That's going to be Civilization 6. And it's number 7 on my list. We'll just listen to this.
Beasts of the Stone Age. To man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Pious Jadwiga, praise be to the glory of God, the earth and Poland. Most holy king, you will show your people the truth and the light, and they will move beyond to spread the word to others. Protected by great winged warriors, you will rise to meet any challenge you face with a devout grace unmatched by any other.
All right, so aren't you just hyped to play and dominate with the Poland Empire?
Dude, yes, for
it's
sure.
Just absolutely so cool that you sit
anything.
there and while the world's loading, it tells you kind of the lineage and backstory of your Poland civilization. You know, how you came from like the rivers and like, you know, built your civilization.
They came out
up.
the river?
I don't know.
Like tadpoles.
Yeah.
They started off as little tadpoles
from the water.
Right.
And they came out.
Exactly. That's just you know your history.
And boom, Poland.
So I really enjoy the voice acting and how it kind of like hypes you up to hop into the world and just, you know, dominate everybody else, no matter which civilization you're playing. We'll jump right into the next one. Number 6, it's gonna be Dark Souls.
Oh.
Dark Souls is an interesting one because
Never played this game.
A lot of the lore in Dark Souls is actually hidden inside of these items here. Dark Souls really doesn't spell out what's going on in the game for you so much. You have to find it out through exploring the world. There's not a lot of...
Is there an actual story in Dark Souls?
There is.
Oh, okay.
There is a
I've
story.
never played it.
And
that's
if you
the truth,
actually
man.
sit here on these load screens or when you obtain these items and read through them, it really informs and builds the world. Like you'll see here with the sellsword twin blades, it was like owned by some emperor who used it to slay some dragon or something like that. Like all these items have just really intrinsic descriptions that help to build the world up and help you understand what's going on inside of the Dark Souls universe. So the load screens in this game is really long too. So you can sit here and read some neat stuff about the...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I was thinking about playing it, too.
But sometimes you even see items that you haven't even
And I'm not a
collected yet.
reader, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a reader.
Well,
I'm not knocking your list.
And
I'm
that
just
game's not
knocking
good
your
for you.
list.
But that's why that's only number 6. Let's move on to number...
Oh, is this like
Yeah.
number 1
Yeah, oh,
coming in?
we're only getting better
all right,
from
cool.
here.
I didn't know this was like from least to best. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
All
So
right.
number 5 is Tekken 5.
Oh, I know this.
Yeah, this actually has like a really cool mini game that you can load up. It's a little secret, but it's like this on-rails space shooter where you got like a score. Looks a lot like the Star Fox for the N64 to me,
Right.
kind of.
I think this is a game though. What
Yeah.
is it?
It totally escaped me. I forgot that this is an actual proper game,
Yeah.
and this is just like a little clip of it that you're able to play through Tekken 5. But you play through this one stage and see if you can get a high score while you're waiting for your game to load. So I thought this was particularly neat, and I kind of like the aesthetic of it.
Do you get
And
any
then
bonuses for getting a high score? Because some games I would think,
Yeah.
get
I don't know.
50,000 points.
Well,
and
if you
unlock-
don't know, because
Heihachi's
that's Namco, right?
Right.
Yeah, this
So
is
like
Namco.
Tekken 1, you can play Galaga. Ridge Racer, you can play.
Galaxian.
Am I messing up your thing? No, I'm not. Okay. You can play Galaxia, right? They actually have some sort of a patent or something.
Yeah, so
Like-
that's the biggest thing is when I was doing research into this, Namco does have a patent on basically having mini games for load
Right.
screens. So, which I think is actually due to expire here pretty soon. So,
I hope so,
If not
because I would
recently, yeah.
love to play.
right.
You know, like that's one of the things I love about Uncharted 4. You can play like Crash Bandicoot. It's not during the load scene,
Right.
But you could play that, and I would
Yeah.
love to, Namco to thank you so much for ruining everything for us, and we have to freaking come up with these stupid creative ways. Sorry, keep
So
going.
we'll move on to the next one, and this kind of leads into that same point. This is going to be number what is
4.
that? 4 on my list.
got your
Okami.
back. Okami.
So for this one, actually, to get it to work, you actually have to go through the menu and turn on mini games. But once you've done this, when you go to the load screens, if you time it properly, which we'll see here, there's these little paw prints, and if you press the X button continuously while you do this, you actually earn one of those demon things, which is kind of an item that you can get in the game. They're a little bit more rare. But if you hit them all properly within that time,
Why would you have to turn that on? Why not just make it?
Here's what I think. I think it's actually due to the copyright by.
Get out.
So they did it to get around it. I'm not sure if that's actually true, but it feels like if they put it in an
Namco?
option
That
to
would
turn
make
it on.
sense because that was like 2006, the original game.
So you
Namco.
guys may not know that if you played Okami before. That game's beautiful, and the load screens are beautiful in general. But go and earn some demon things by smashing that X button. Moving on to number 3, this is Bayonetta, which of course
This is
we've
one
talked
I
about.
sent to you.
Yeah, this is one that we all love, and sorry about the asset for you guys watching this, but Bayonetta actually allows you to practice your combos while you're sitting on the load screen. So, I think a lot of games pull from this nowadays too, like the Assassin's Creed games let you kind of, run around. And,
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I never played an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah,
But
they,
Bayonetta?
they have like this
That's my
foggy
bread and
world
butter,
where you can use your combos and kind of explore your character. So I can appreciate that you get some gameplay while you're waiting.
Are any of these, did you get, because you have a game store called Gamers Anonymous. If you're ever in the Albuquerque area, you should shop there. Did any of these come from, because we posted it on your Facebook too, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
in fact, a lot of them actually came
A
from.
lot of good suggestions. The community has a wide breadth of things to choose from that they experienced.
I was playing The Simpsons the other day.
Oh,
Which
Is
one?
it Simpsons Hit and Run? And the load screen are different newspaper articles, and they change, and you can read them. They're real funny.
That's
I'm just
awesome.
gonna put that in there.
Cool.
I forgot to say. Okay.
So number 2 on my list is, of course, Resident Evil. This was so well done. Most people may not even really realize you're hitting a load screen.
Yeah.
But it's that transition between one room to the next when you're traversing these spooky houses, running away from the undead.
Best. That's probably one of the best load
Yeah.
screens ever.
And you some of them you open a little more quickly. Some of them they take a little while. You kind of like cautiously open the door and then swing it open and walk through. So they give it some ability to if they know the room's going to take longer to load, they give you one of those longer animations. So it's really neat in that regards, and I think they did it really well to show you a load screen without you even knowing.
And another thing that I like about it is it actually adds to the game. It adds suspense. It doesn't take you out of the game, which every load screen takes you out. Resident Evil is like, I'm going to keep you in, and you don't know what's behind this door.
Right.
And it might take a little bit to open it. It might go quick. Let's see what happens.
Right.
That's-
Zombie on the other side freaking out.
That's pretty cool.
Number 1.
Coming in number 1.
Number 1 on my list is, of course, Katamari Damacy. I absolutely love this game. This guy is probably the quirkiest dude on the planet.
Just announced for the Switch today.
Yeah, so it's even more relevant. So I was pretty happy to hear about that. But you load in, for those of you who haven't played this game, this guy's kind of your regal father. Some dude of the cosmos. By accident, he somehow destroys the entire cosmos.
Happens.
And you, as one of his many children, have to roll up stuff to save the world. So he's kind of telling you here that he destroyed the North Star, and that you know, he uses ridiculous language and all this other stuff to kind of convey to you that it's really important that we make it right for the people. We got to roll up a new North Star.
And the sound effect of his voice is like a little a record scratching kind of thing. It's very
So this is a loading screen.
Yeah.
Here, okay.
Yeah, the whole thing, when he tells you exactly what you're going to have to do on this level. There's your little Katamari and your guy. I really love Katamari in the series, and excellently done with some amazing dialogue that kind of leads you into your level as you're going to enjoy it.
Awesome. So that's your, I guess you could say your top 8.
My top 8.
Your top 8. So I want to know from you guys. Tell me in the comment section below, what are the cool ones that we missed? You know, what are some that you go, no, this has the coolest loading screen ever? I actually like, oh gosh, Shadows of the Damned. Have you ever seen that loading screen?
That's a great one.
It's just like this,
yeah,
his animated figure, but it's in a different style and it's really cool. And I think it even changes at one point to different stuff. So, but
Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime.
She goes down the elevator, just kind of looking around, and it feels integrated.
Example.
Very cool.
One that doesn't take you out of the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, so let us know in the comment section below, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, we're gonna take another commercial break, and we'll be right back after this.